Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Broke TV 123. I'm your host, Rome. Uh, so sorry about the dilemma. I know it's been 30 minutes and I said 5 minutes, so sorry about that. Anyway, um,
Looking good now. What's next on the agenda for Broke TV? Looking good now. What's next on the agenda for Broke TV?
so hmm. If anybody knows how I can turn the screen, please let me know. If anybody knows how I can turn what the heck is going on here? Sorry, guys. We'll just do it like this for right now. Because otherwise, I mean, I don't. You're probably watching this on your phone anyway. Probably works a whole lot better that way. So anyway, God, what a bunch of crap to go through just to do a live show. So, what I wanted to talk about. Okay, let's talk about it. Right, the space anomaly. That's what we're calling it right now. A lot of you, I don't want to alert anybody or anything, but a lot of you out there that are watching this that you have no idea what I'm freaking talking about. You ain't never heard of it or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to scare anybody or anything. This is just something to talk about, something that I have seen on the deep web. Okay. And so what it is, it's a space anomaly that they have found. So I don't know if you remember, but back in 2017, there was this anomaly, and if I'm pronouncing it right, it's called Umawa Umamawa. And it was like this giant rock, supposedly. Anyway, it came from outside of our solar system and it passed through, right? And so now, excuse me, get dry mouth when I talk. So now there is this new thing. I've heard, and also I don't know what truth this is in any of this, but just hear me out, okay? So they're saying that it is either like the same thing, but way bigger. It's like 7 miles wide, and it's traveling at 30,000 miles per hour or something like that. Insane. And let me see if I can find a name of it. I don't know what the heck that was. Sorry, some had some kind of weird pop up. You're on to me. Anyway, traveling. Let's see here. A notable anomaly currently observed traveling towards Earth is the interstellar object 3. I think that's an L/Atlas. Here is what we know about it. The origin. It's the third confirmed interstellar object, meaning it's originated outside our solar system. It was initially detected by the NASA funded asteroid terrestrial impact last alert system, known as ATLAS telescope in Chile on July 1st, 2025. While initially it's classified as a comet, some scientists have raised questions due to its unusual glow and trajectory, even leading to speculation of it being a potential alien probe. However, most scientists currently classify it as a comet. Okay. It is estimated to be approximately 12 miles wide. Sorry, I said 7. That's the first. I haven't heard 12. And is traveling at a speed of over, well, it's in kilometers, 210,000 kilometers per hour. It's getting more than 41 miles per second. Can you imagine? Wow. It is moving at a trajectory that will bring it closest to Earth on October 30th, 2025, this year, at a distance of about 130 million miles away. So that right there is like, that's news to me. Yeah, that's news to me. So I just okay. If this is somebody that's real, messaging me on here. If you are a real person, let me know. I mean, it looks like you are. Okay, so that's just okay. Sure, I'll help you out. And I take it's a is it a guy I'm talking to, or is it a girl? You gotta tell me. Are you male or female? Well, until I get an answer, I can't say nothing. But anyway, I'll keep talking about the space anomaly that everybody is so, well, not everybody, but a lot of people are so crazy about. So here's what I heard. Instead of being, that 12 miles wide, I heard 7 miles wide. I also heard it was traveling at 30,000 miles per hour. I also heard that it could be an alien spacecraft, and they will be here November 13th this year. But you see, like, now what I just read you is off of Google. Okay. And I'm kind of surprised Google would even have anything because, Google. But there's, at this point, you don't know who to believe or anything like that. Right. Harvard scientist, they have disagreed with NASA. They said that this thing it's not natural. They're basically I want to say they're saying that it's going to be an invasion, So, they're saying like we need to be prepared for weird events, stuff like that. Just keep your head on a swivel. Another weird thing that I have heard is that the government, it's like they're all making it up as a scare tactic, right? They're just trying to scare a bunch of people into stimulating the economy. And how do you do that? You go out and you start buying a whole bunch of stuff. Guns, ammunition, food, hunting gear, fishing gear. Anything like that, Stock up on food, stock up on canned food, non-perishable food, at least not for, perishable, not for a long time. I do that anyway, just as a precaution, I don't have a lot, but, gasoline. I drive an old 89 Jeep Wrangler, and there's nothing hardly electronic about it. I mean, it's carbureted, ain't got no airbags or anything like that. It's rough and tough. So it's always good to have something like that. It's like a tank, right? It's jacked up a little bit. Got big old 33-inch tires on it and all that. It take a hit and keep on ticking. All these newer cars and everything. What they're also saying, they're saying that that if this is an invasion or whatever, hang on a second. Bear with me 1 second. I feel like I'm too far away from y'all. Is that better? I think that's a little better. A little better. Yeah. So What was I saying? Somebody tell me what I was saying. So yeah, if stock up on fuel, gasoline. If you don't have a generator, go out and buy a generator. Okay. They're saying so there could be like a supposed power grid shut down or something like that. I guarantee you, anything unless, knock on wood, give me some wood to knock on. Unless a freaking asteroid lands in my front yard, I don't know what I'm going to believe. Okay, unless an alien comes and knocks on my front door, I don't know what to believe. So, sorry, all this live stuff is all new to me. Ain't you, tail? Bring it down a little bit. Bring it down. Bring it down. Let's go a little bit more. Go way down. Not too far. That's a little better. Sorry. Trying to get perfect. All right. Okay. So let's just say, what if? What if it is aliens? Okay. Whether you're a believer or not. Okay. I believe there's too much proof on the internet unless the entire internet is fake. But man, I'll tell you what, you should see some of the videos that I've seen. And the pictures, and not to mention the art. A lot of people don't know this. So back in the day, there was, if you look at, go to a museum, and I don't know, you probably have to go to one of them really old museums, and you look in the backgrounds of their paintings and stuff, and you'll see little flying saucers and all kinds of weird stuff like that. And that was back in the day, right? I truly believe that there are aliens here. I truly believe they have been here probably before us. In fact, some of us are probably hybrids of, like, in other words, like human and alien, stuff like that. I mean, I've seen some weird looking people, and I sit there and went, that's an alien. Like, I'm like, come on, who are you trying to fool? I'm gonna pause for a second. So whoever this this person is here, I don't want to say their name, not yet, until they. I'm not going to say your name until I'll say what you wanted me to say, but you have to tell me if you're male or female, for one thing. Okay, that way I know how to pronounce or to tell people. I don't want to say, hey, listen to this dude or listen to this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know what you are. Don't give me that they, them crap either. Yeah. This is somebody they're trying to promote something on here. I don't know if it's a bot. I don't know if it's a real person. I have no idea. They said something, hey, I want you to promote my song for me or whatever. And I'm not reading word for word, but anyway, dude, if you want me to freaking say something, you need to say something. You need to chop. I need to. Sorry about that. I know that was annoying. Okay, well, God, I keep losing my train of thought. So let's say it is an alien spacecraft coming here, right? So be prepared. You know, make a list on how to be prepared. You need food. You need shelter. You need water. You need guns and ammunition. Because we don't know if it is aliens, we don't know if they're hostile or not. We have no idea. But I tell you what, if they are hostile, I hope they're watching this because they're going to get their butts handed to them by our military here in the United States. Not to mention China and Russia, maybe North Korea. I don't know about North Korea, man. But all those forces ganging up on all them aliens, dude, I'm telling you, this goes out to the aliens that are watching this right now. Please don't be hostile because that would be a very, very, very bad idea. If you are intelligent enough, you will understand completely. Okay. We don't mind if you come here, or I don't. I know all my fellow nerds, man, they're all like, yeah, man, bring a hot chick. No, I'm just kidding. But supposedly the aliens are very intelligent, way more intelligent than we are. So you would think they would be like, okay, we're going to think twice before we show there, whatever. So if you show up, don't show up with guns blazing. Because if you do, it's your butt. Anyway, back to this anomaly. So let's say it's not aliens. Let's say that it is a meteor, comet, asteroid, right? Don't ask me what the difference is, people. Come on. And for what I know, an asteroid is huge. Let's look it up. Something we should have learned in elementary school, right? Asteroid definition. A small rock body orbiting the sun, large numbers of these, ranging in sizes from nearly 600 miles across to dust particles, are found as the asteroid belt, especially between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, though some have more eccentric orbits and a few pass close to the Earth or enter the atmosphere as meteors. So I guess, yeah. So once they enter our atmosphere, they become meteors. Missiles. A lot of them burn up in our atmosphere before they even hit the ground. So a comet, everybody knows what Halley's Comet is, right? So comet, so word for word, a comet is a small celestial body made of ice, dust, and rocky particles that orbits the sun. When a comet approaches the sun, it heats up, causing some of its icy material to vaporize and release gas and dust, forming a bright, extended atmosphere called a coma and a tail, or a comma, excuse me, COMA, comma. These tails often consisting of dust and ionized gas can stretch for millions of miles. That's crazy, man. Millions of miles. Yeah. I think Halley's Comet came around since I've been born, but I never saw it though, of course. And I'll tell you another thing. So here lately we've been getting um, meteor showers in our atmosphere or whatever. Like we were supposed to have one the other night. I swear to you, let me know in the comments what you think about this. But every time they say that's going to happen, I go out there and it's nothing but clouds every single time. It's a lot of BS. That's what it is. I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, all I see is freaking clouds, man. And what in the world is up with all the freaking storms going on right now? I tell you, man, there's something weird going on. Something very, very strange. Very strange. By the way, there's a hurricane right outside the East Coast. It is Erin. I went to school with Erin. She was cute. She was blonde. Let's see. Let's go to live radar. See what we can find. Take a look at it here. Wonder if it's going to show the right now. I don't see. Oh, there it is. Ugh, I think that's what that is. Looks like it's swirling to me. So right now it is smashing the crap out of the British Virgin Islands. Man, it is tearing them up. I'll see if I can zoom in this for you so you can see this. Bear with me. Look at that. Look at that monster. That is bad. That is huge. It's right there beside the Dominican Republic. Man. God be with them. And that is the only hurricane. Is it hurricane or hurricane? I can't remember what we Carolinians say. It's only hurricane. I think it's hurricane. Yeah, Carolina Hurricanes. We don't say Carolina Hurricanes. Who you gonna go see, man? Carolina Hurricanes. Oh me. So now there is a storm that's tearing up. There's nothing near us. I live in near Greensboro, North Carolina. And there's nothing really near us right now. Looks like down in Savannah, there's a huge storm also. Let's see if it's as big. It ain't as big as that hurricane. It's a quarter size of that hurricane. Whew, man, can you imagine being in the islands right now? It's like near San Juan. Yeah. Wow. That's insane. Now there is this like, what is that? There is a huge blob Um, I would say southwest of Mexico. It's just a weird looking blob. Unless my computer's being stupid. But anyway, yeah, there's this big old green blob. That's weird. Right now, all over the United States, storms everywhere. It's crazy. I guess it kind of is hurricane season. I guess. Hey, I want to try some different lighting since I got this on here. Ooh, that's nice. I got me one of those halo lights. Man, it's got all kinds of freaking colors on it. That's like a all like glowing in and out, like it does all the colors and everything. That's police lights. Why's that even on there? That's blinking on and off. Some of it's kind of trippy. Where's that one at? I like that other one better. Was it that one? I think it was. We'll come back to it. Wait a minute. Regular. Pink. I'm kind of blinded. What if I go back? I like that, man. Yeah. That's nice right there. I like that. So here's what I'm going to do something kind of cool here. I'm going to send a message through my laptop here to Facebook and tell everybody I'm going live. Because nobody's chiming in except that one person. Telling you, dude, if you're still watching, man, you need to tell me. Just say, hey, I'm a dude, or hey, I'm a girl. That way I know how to tell people, hey, there's this guy, or hey, this girl. Somebody's wanting me to freaking say something here, but I can't because I don't want to say something wrong. So excuse me 1 minute. Okay, so okay, so if you want to chat with me, um, you can ask me anything you want, whatever. Um, it's keep it G rated. That's all I ask. If you want to chat with me. But we were talking about the alien spacecraft supposedly supposed to be here. Um, I googled it and it said October, but for what I've seen on the deep web, not Google, it's November 13th. Like they narrowed it down to that trajectory. Excuse me. So yeah. So some like you don't know what to believe. There's all these scare tactics on online on the news and all that. You're kind of like it gets really annoying. It really does. It's kind of like you kind of throw your hands up in the air and go, I give up. I don't know what to believe anymore. Unless it's sitting right in front of me. I am not going to freaking believe it. I don't care what you tell me. Blah, 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 blah. But I would say this, just be prepared. Okay. There's nothing wrong with being prepared, having food, having clothes on your back, having, uh, a weapon of some type. You want a good knife. You want, you want, uh, so when it comes to, so I've been playing video games ever since they first came out. Right. Excuse me. Ooh. Bug my keg. Anyway, so I've been playing video games ever since I was a kid and everything, right? Our heads been filled with all kinds of stuff, right? But I can tell you what you need for your survival and everything like that when it comes to weapons. Okay. Now this is just for I'm just saying all this stuff for just entertainment purposes, just so I cover my butt and everything, whatever. But in all seriousness, so you need a good knife, whether it be yay long, whichever, but you just need a good knife for self-defense. It's all self-defense, right? Let's say the aliens knock on your door right now. What are you going to do? Grab a baseball bat? It might help, maybe, if the aliens are weak enough. Dink. Tell you what, you want to see a good alien movie? Watch Tom Cruise's War of the Worlds. It's good. Don't watch the new remake one, Ice Cube. Sorry, Ice Cube. Your movie sucks. I'm sorry, man. Did you write that? All your other movies are cool, man. But that one right there, I'd rather sit through Ride Along and watch it 2 or 3 times in a row. Anyway, so yeah, get you a good knife. Also, when it comes to guns, okay, whether it be rifle, pistol, shotgun, all 3. Remember, like the old hunting rifles, bolt action, hunting rifle. Get you one of those. Nice scope. A shotgun, kind of like the cops have. Or get the one that's like, the one that you can buy that's sawed off. They call it a sawed off shotgun or whatever. There's another term for it. Anyway, it doesn't have the backstock here. Get one of those. Have a nice pistol. Now, when I say pistol, I don't mean, revolver versus a Glock. Let's just throw that out there. A Glock, a Beretta, anything, something that, holds like 10 or more rounds in it. So there's your pros and cons, right? So when it comes to a revolver, okay, the shells don't go anywhere or anything like that. You could probably drop it into water, it still works. Whereas you drop, something that holds, 10 rounds or more as an actual magazine and all that, you drop it into water, it's probably not going to work. So you got to think about stuff like that. But anyway, those three things right there is what you need. Even a good machete or samurai sword. Yeah. So it's all about, have that stuff for survival. That's what I'm talking about. So food, when it comes to survival food, okay. Canned food lasts you a long time, right? I'd stick with just regular, Campbell's. It's got a lot of sodium in it. Some sodium can be, really good for you, I believe. But you got to even it out with water, right? Because your body is salt water, right? You got to find that medium right there, and I would have like a, let's see. Well, okay. As far as also with food, you can have like, they say if you go, I don't know, is there a field and stream on Redford Parkway in Greensboro? I think there is. Wherever that place is. It used to be like old Gander Mountain and they went under. I don't know what happened. That sucked. But anyway, one of those hunting, fishing places, whatever. So you go in there and they got those meals that you can, you just add water or whatever. Get those. You got those. You can actually buy like the actual big 5-gallon buckets that has like all the food in there and everything. It's all ready to go. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, I bet you can order that off Amazon. You order a ton of those. Boom, done. Water is the most important thing out of all of it if you're going to survive. Because you could have all that other stuff. Man, if you don't have water, you're done. So, I have one of those things that like I can go to a creek bed, put water in it or whatever, and it filters it. You can drink it. Yeah. Don't drink out of the creek bed or lake or whatever. Don't drink straight from there. You will get dysentery and die. Okay. All right. So moving on. So that's food. So clothing. Okay. So you got to think, if you live here, where you have like, all the seasons throughout. So you need to have, of course, summertime, you want to have light clothing. Wintertime, you want to have heavy clothing. Some people are different though. Some people are vice versa. It's weird. Like those people who wear shorts in the wintertime. I know somebody like that. Um, yeah, but you want to pack. Let's say if you couldn't be in your house no more, aliens done struck us and took over and everything. You had to bounce, right? So what you would do is you would your clothing you would pack light, in other words, right? Um, and then it's like, hey, welcome to being homeless until, right? Um, a lot of people don't think about this. It's like, well, if you want all that, whatever, just go join the military. They have everything. I mean, right? I mean, why be homeless when you just join the military? Join the fight. I would. I mean, because it's not going to be like I would honestly think that if there was an alien invasion, they're not going to turn you down because you have long hair or you can only see out of one eye, just about, or you had a stub toe. Whatever. I'm just kidding, whatever. But you see my point, though. Like, they're going to be like, dude, y'all, you need to help us fight these creatures, man. I'm sorry if aliens are watching this right now from another planet, another universe, or if you're on that ship headed here, I'm just kidding. Okay, I hope y'all come here with the best intentions. If that stuff is real, um, I put it to you like this: you come here, you ain't gonna find much. Yeah, depends on where you go, I guess, or whatever. you you land in the middle of New York City, man, you're gonna see a bunch of weirdos. California. There are some good people. I do believe this. Wherever you go in the world, you have your good people and you have your bad people. Doesn't matter. You go to New York City, there's wonderful people there, but they have their bad eggs, right? It's like where I live. I live close to Greensboro in North Carolina, and there's a lot of wonderful people, but there's also bad areas where there's bad people. You got drugs and homelessness and poverty, and just all that. Just it would suck if that is an alien ship headed this way, and half the people on there are good and half the people on there are bad. And it's like it's a world, it's another planet coming to our planet just to live here, and they're basically like just looking for a place to stay, whatever. And it's kind of like the old TV show Alien Nation. What a great show. Came out in the 80s. I believe that's right. It's about an alien civilization that came here, and yeah. The two main characters, one of them is white guy. He's got like a mullet and everything. He's a police officer, and his partner is an alien, and he's a good guy. But they start going. They walk the streets and everything, and do all that, and you see they're just like us. There's good and bad, So there's good and bad in everything. Anywhere you go, there's good and bad, right? Bunch of demons out there, Here on Earth, it's heaven and hell. It is. Anywhere you go, right? So, now if that thing that is not a spaceship, if it's an asteroid heading this way, or I don't know what you call it, a meteor. No, it's not a meteor. I don't think until it enters our atmosphere. Anyway, I'll just call it an asteroid. If it's an asteroid that's headed this way or whatever, big ass freaking rock, and if it hits us, I actually have heard that. You know what? Before I say anything, let me see what Google says, because I have heard it's going to hit in one place and not the other. So let's see. Um, hmm. So I typed in what's the trajectory. Um, um, hmm. Well, first of all, it says despite its speed and trajectory, the comet will not come close enough to Earth to pose any danger. But that's not what I heard. That's not what I've seen on videos and stuff like that. So where it was not United States, right? And I do apologize, but I don't remember the name of where it was. It was like Jerusalem or something like that. It was over yonder. But if something that big were to hit, it wouldn't matter where it hit because it would devastate the entire world over a period of time. It would block out the sun, crops would die, animals would die, um, everything would die in a matter of time. That's basically what happened to the dinosaurs. Keep drinking all that water. I'm going to pee. Um, um, so let's see. So y'all heard of the Yucatan Peninsula? Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. That's where the supposed uh, asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. Yeah, that's where it. Yeah, it created the if I'm saying this right, the Chicxulub crater. Chicxulub crater. You can actually go watch videos of it and see pictures of it and everything. When that sucker hit, man, so it launched. I've actually seen videos of this, like actual recreations and whatever. So it launched. Um, uh, it hit like such an impact. The stuff like went out of the atmosphere or whatever, and then rained back down and all that. It blocked out the sun and everything. It obviously it wiped out everything around it for miles, and it was like like if you were near it, like if you blinked, you no longer existed. Like you're like poof. It's like nothing left. It freaking disintegrated like everything around it. Um, um, it was like 120 miles wide. God. Can you imagine? I tell you what would be neat. I bet you they know. All it take is math to run back the time and everything. But anyway, to learn where it came from. I bet you there's a video on it. Like, okay, we're gonna, they take how many times the Earth turned and everything, and blah 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 blah, and go all the way back to that point, and then where the trajectory, they can find out where the trajectory came from and all that. It should be very simple. I bet you there's an AI as good as AI is right now. I bet you AI could find out just like that. I bet they'd be super fast. That'd be kind of interesting to know where it came from. Obviously, it came from uh, I would say probably a planet that I don't know, planet blew up. It's like, why did the planet blow up? Well, planets just blow up. They get hot. It's one giant volcano. Sends out trajectories everywhere. So, yeah. That impact. Oh my God. So the impact was equivalent to about 100 teratons of TNT. I couldn't even imagine. I've never even heard of the word teraton. But yeah. But hopefully, anyway, this thing coming to us, hopefully it'll just go pass right on by us, keep on trucking, right? And yeah, hope so. So since this dude, if you're still watching, I'm gonna call you a dude, okay? So somebody on here named Ashton Vickers would like me to tell everybody he will put his song out when he hits 100 subscribers. So there you go, bud. You're welcome. That's actually the first time I've actually done that for somebody. Yeah. But hey, Ashton, if you're not subscribed to me, bud, please subscribe to me and check out my other videos and stuff, man. You might learn something. I do a bunch of like how-to videos, and dude, I got all kinds of stuff, man. My show is obviously it's called Broke TV 123. It is a variety show. A lot of people ask me, "Hey, what show is that?" It's a variety show. Another, we're like, "What is that?" Like, come on, man, you don't know what variety show is? So variety is I have I talk about several different things. I do several different things, right? It's not just one thing, right? Nobody likes to wake up in the morning and eat the same breakfast every morning. I know I don't. Not the same cereal, at least. So, but yeah, like one day I'll be talking about this. Another day I'll be talking about this. One day I'll be showing you how to do this. And the other day I'll show you how to do that. And yeah, I even have a mini series. It's kind of like a TV show. It's called Trapped. So if you haven't watched Trapped, I believe it's less than 40 minutes long. It's about a guy who I play. I play 3 different characters, and the other character is my brother. Okay, so but anyway, it's about a guy who's trapped on a piece of land. He's in like a game simulation. Somebody's testing him. The creator is testing him, and he can't die, and he can't leave the land. He has to figure out what the heck's going on. It's kind of like a rat in a maze, right? But anyway, there's like 10 episodes in one intro. Okay, so if you want to watch the trailer, you can watch the trailer. But yeah, And if you watch the show and if you got a million questions, feel free to ask me. My door's wide open. Okay. Yeah. But I got all kinds of videos. You know, like a bunch of random stuff and everything. You know what's funny is you can do a show like I did one the other day for like an hour. And well, this one right now is going over an hour, but I did one the other day for an hour and 50 minutes. And I believe 11 people have watched it, which blew me away in a good way. I was like, I got 11 people watching this. Holy crap. And you know what I was talking about? Food. That's all. I was just talking about food, man. I was trying not to put anybody down or anything, but I was talking about how good and bad food is these days. You know, um, I've been on a diet for 16 days now. It's called my diet, something I made up. I've been on it I go on it every year from either a month to 3 months. But I make a little short video. It's a short, right? So you have your long videos and you have shorts, right? So I make a short every morning. I get up. I let people know what I ate the day before and how things are going. I take my shirt off and be like, hey, this is the proof right here. This is how everything's going. You see how I lost my weight in my face. Yeah, stuff like that, man. So that's my diet. Sorry for background noise. Somebody's flying down my street. So my diet consists of no cheese, no peanut butter, no ranch, no soda, no sugar, right? And no big bread, when I say big bread, I mean Italian bread. You can have a sliced bread. You can have a sandwich, something like that. You can have a hot dog, you can have a hamburger, whatever. As long as you don't put cheese on it. I know. Cheese is like, dude, we're all mice. I'm telling you, we're all rats. Right? Everybody eats cheese, man. Although I know people that are lactose intolerant, like very lactose intolerant. There's many stages of it. But anyway, that's the diet right there. That's all you do. You don't have to exercise or anything like that if you don't want to. If you're young, like when I say young, I mean if you're under 30, go out and lift some weights. Lift some weights, man. Do all that and everything. Me, I'm 47, and I have to be careful. I've had surgery on my stomach, and I'm a little afraid to do anything. I've had surgery like, a while back, 5-6 years ago, something like that. But I'm still very weary, yeah. But anyway, that's what I talk about on my shows and everything. So just in case you're wondering, you just have to look at them, man. That's the only thing I can tell you. That's why I wanted to talk about this spaceship, or let's don't even call it a spaceship. Let's call it it's an anomaly. That's what it is, because they don't know. All they know is it's something. Although there's probably some elites out there that probably exactly know what it is. If any elites are watching this right now, please comment. Say, yep, I can tell you exactly what it is. It's Bigfoot. It's a Sam Squanch. what Bubbles would say. But anyway, I don't think it's I don't know. I'm torn. Let's just put it that way. I am torn on what it is. In a way, I hope it's aliens, and I hope that they are awesome. I hope they come to greet us in an orderly fashion, and maybe to bring us something freaking awesome or whatever. I don't know. But then again, that would be a video game, right? Definitely don't want it to be an asteroid. That's a big duh. Like, no, that thing keep on going, But anyway, it'll probably just pass us. It'll probably just pass us, and it'll be nothing. A lot of hype and everything, and people will look at those Harvard scientists and be like, you need your scholarships or whatever taken away, because you're an idiot, right? But it is kind of creepy though that all them scientists are like Harvard scientists are sitting there like going, yeah, we know exactly what it is. So, but anyway, I'm going to get off here now. Ashton, good luck, buddy. So yeah, and thanks for well, I guess you can call that a comment. Now, let's don't talk about the spaceship or anything or asteroid. Let's say, hey man, y'all listen. I get 100 subscribers, man. You listen to my song, okay? Come on, man. If it is a real person, it's probably not. I'm gonna start offering money for people to comment. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to get off here now because I'm bored, and I know I'm boring the crap out of y'all. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, y'all, and I will see y'all next time on Broke TV 1, 2, and 3.